Hi, I'm Dr. Josh Axe and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making almond berry cereal, which is a great recipe. And I know for me this recipe started when I was sitting around one day and I'd been eating a really healthy diet for a while, and it had been a really long time since I had cereal, and I was a cereal fanatic. I used to eat cereal literally every night, almost every meal of the day. I loved cereal, but then I went through a no cereal kick because a lot of the grains and processed sugars and all the things in most cereals today. So anyways, I was sitting at home and I'm like, man, I really need to have some cereal. So I got creative and made up my own cereal, and this is where almond berry cereal came from. And so we're using all natural, healthy ingredients. And what we're going to start off with is coconut milk. Now we use coconut milk rather than pasteurized milk because pasteurized dairy is very toxic and really just bad for your health. The reason is if you have raw dairy, something like raw goat's milk or raw cow's milk, all the good bacteria is still left in there. It's still very nutritious. When you pasteurize something, they heat it up to 145 degrees for around 45 minutes. It kills off all the enzymes, all the good bacteria known as probiotics, and also damages the protein and sugar molecules. And even if you look at it from a sugar standpoint, something called the glycemic index, regular pasteurized dairy has a glycemic index of 145, which means it's pure sugar when it gets in your bloodstream. Now what we're going to use instead is coconut milk. And coconut milk is full of what's called medium chain fatty acids, also known as lauric acid. And it's actually the same type of healthy fat that's found in women's breast milk. And so it's really great for your health. It's actually 8 calories, not 9 calories like most fats. And it's actually going to help you burn fat and lose the weight. And saturated fat got a bad rap for a lot of years, but what happens is a lot of times we don't realize that there are several good types of fat, and there is even good types of saturated fat. So we're going to start off here with this can of coconut milk, and you can find this in the Asian or ethnic food section of basically any store or at a natural health food store. And what you're going to do is you're going to put about a fourth to a sixth of the cup of coconut milk in, and we're just going to go ahead and pour that in first here. Okay, about a fourth a can or fourth a cup. Next thing we're going to do is add in almonds. And almonds are great because they're full of omega-9 fat, similar to olive oil, and they're known as a monounsaturated fat, and it's going to help your body burn fat, lose weight. Another great thing about almonds is they're full of L-arginine, which actually helps increase human growth hormone, very important in men in anti-aging. So we're going to add in these almonds next here into the almond berry cereal. After that, we're going to add in the blueberries. And blueberries are great. They actually have an ORAC score of 13,000. What ORAC means, it's a way of measuring antioxidants in food. And specifically, ORAC score means oxygen radical absorption capacity. So it absorbs free radicals in your body that causes aging. And they actually score, wild blueberries score 13,000, which is over 5 times the average fruit. So you're going to get more antioxidants in blueberries almost than any other fruit out there on the market. So we're going to add in these blueberries. Again, great for anti-aging, great source of fiber, great source of antioxidants. Next thing we're going to add in is flax seeds or flax meal. We've just taken the flax seeds up, we've ground them up. We're going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons here of flax meal. Just kind of sprinkle that on the cereal here, like so. And last thing we're going to add in is cinnamon. Okay, and cinnamon is great, also loaded with antioxidants. Where blueberries are one of the #1 berries for antioxidants, cinnamon is the #1 herb for antioxidants. Also, it helps balance out your blood sugar and boost up those energy levels. So we're going to add cinnamon in, probably about 1 to 2 teaspoons. Just going to go ahead and sprinkle that on here pretty generously. And bam, we have got almond blueberry cereal. You're going to love it, and I'm going to try it here in just a minute. Now it's time to try the almond berry cereal, and again, this is a moment I know I've been waiting for and I'm excited about. And remember, this recipe is loaded with antioxidants, loaded with vitamins and minerals, and good healthy fat from the coconut. And so let me go ahead and try this here. Delicious. I usually don't talk with my mouth open, but I'm going to right now. So you're going to love this cereal. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family. Try it out for yourself. You're going to love almond berry cereal.